Greetings everyone. Please give me a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Going, Twitch is going. YouTube is going. Twitter appears to be going. I need to change the replay, the file name. That's fixed. Plenty hard drive space, at least for now. And let's activate the chat windows. And looks like everything's good to go. Time for the test messages. Looks like everything booted on up. Fresh. I think that's all good. Disable previous games and resources. Let me check my other computer and then we'll get started. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's go get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the pink Byzantians. We got Wom01. Spawn on the left side as the yellow Jeanne d'Arc. We got VES Antoton. I guess he's no longer part of the Fox clan, whatever that was short for. And plays out the mill, not next to the berries, but just right there. And it looks like we don't have immediate berries being collected up, so the Byzantine players probably can go for the Grand Winery. This is a King of the Hill map. Jeanne d'Arc won't be able to capture up the second site. I don't know if it's at H3 or just has to be the level 3. I'm honestly not sure. Either way, we do have a good number of deer and boar here, so delicious food. Another deer deposit just up the hill. A little bit more exposed, but should be safe enough. This area is actually filled with a lot of obstructions. We've got an opening here. There's actually no opening here. This is intraversible. This is traversable. And then... And it looks like right here is also traversable. And then we've got a decent traversement spot here, but that's about it. Northern Square just has a large opening here. Grand Winery and School of Cavalry both being built. That's pretty much just standard. Got Jeanne d'Arc and 2 villagers building the School of Cavalry, while the Grand Winery is being built by 3 villagers.
Έτοιμος.
Villagers, looks like 1 being tasked over here. Only got 1 villager on gold, so he's going to be skipping on gold collection. So he may be eyeing for... Well, I'm not exactly sure what he's going to be eyeing for. I'm going to fast forward, just the early eco phase. We're probably going to see immediate Royal Knight being pulled on out, though. Looks like a little bit, not enough food. Yep, got the Royal Knight on the build queue now. Villagers at the Grand Winery got 8 pairs going up. There's no trading posts here, which means no trade, so commerce, trade of commerce will have to be inefficient if you would have gone for that. And of course, there's no on-map mercenaries for the Byzantine player to claim. So you have to rely on the 1 of 3 set presets, which is basically what most players do either way. Got some Lumitani not be on the build queue. And what mercenaries should the Byzantine player go for? Jeanne d'Arc, or really any sort of French variant, tends to go heavy Royal Knights and Arbaletiers. Horsemen are good supplementary force they tend to go for. So Keshiks could offer a bit more generalist item to engage that, though it would be countered by the Arbalest. Some javelin throwers or longbow could help engage the eventual Arbaletiers. Does get the charge attack there, no spear race, does do the crude hold defense, giving all his villagers +2 armor and a bunch of attack. Gives up to 8 damage from the default 6. So +2 damage, +2 armor. Crude defense will take a bit of time to recharge. Villagers are no longer affected by it. Another 120 seconds. We got good on Lumitani, just got the Hardened Lumitani upgrade. New barrel now being researched, going for a good number of olive oil. Spear Brace seemed like it was actually activated there, but also didn't. The berry bush caused something a little bit weird there. Horseman now deployed in the field. Do now some aqueducts being salvaged to combine the cisterns. Okay, attack that really wounded one. Jeanne d'Arc has gone for Huntress variant. She does take out the one the Lumitani. She's basically a stronger archer with a little bit of armor. Another Divine Arrow there. Takes out a villager, looks like. Very nice. Divine Arrow does do 40 damage, making it very effective, well, against most things. But it's also pretty nice to pick off individual villagers since that base does 80% damage to them. This Royal Knight will go down. Horseman being engaged. Lumitani gains some good focus fire there. Horseman engaging Jeanne d'Arc, and since she is ranged, the Horseman will do bonus damage against her. Lumitani has largely gone down. This Horseman is down to 40 health. Will impale the Horseman there. Now these two knights are going to be falling back. Chivalry would be pretty useful for them. I'm pretty sure Chivalry will recover its costs if they got healed up to full health. So you may want to go for earlier Chivalry. Last of the berry bush is being claimed. Only one villager went down there. Looks like yellow is getting some venison. Does have professional scouts, very nice. And pink is going to bring some longbowmans. Going for a basic round of walls. There's actually a good amount of berry bushes over here. That will give him a good amount of olive oil to help supplement his force. You can probably pay for his age military units in olive oil and then start getting up resources for the age up. +1 range damage now being researched by the Byzantine player. Jeanne d'Arc just got her survival techniques. This deer deposit could be easily grabbed. She does have currently 6 scouts there. There are of course 7 deer per deposit, at least on this map, which is generally the case for most maps. And last deer have been claimed there. Pink will spot the professional scouts. Jeanne d'Arc's trying to gauge the horsemen. Maybe divine arrows. Some divine arrows would be very useful. Let's back out, switch over to Jeanne d'Arc so we can see the number of charges on her abilities. I should check, see how much experience she needs for a level up, but she's probably like, what, 20%? Yeah, that was really close. What's 20% of 500? 100, right? So yeah, A little bit more than 20%. Scout is down, not big surprise. And we got all this venison not being claimed. Pink could try to grab this venison for himself. Not necessarily professional scouts, just get collective one way or another. Got 10 longbowmans on the field. And looks at the villagers here. Oh, no, there's still a decent amount of sheep there from the claim, but not too much. There's always some berries back here. Oh, then again, it's also bringing back all the venison as well, so never mind. I'm not thinking straight. Nor diagonally, for that matter. Local doggo does get put down. Just gotta simply sheer roll nice for Jeanne d'Arc. Don't really count scouts all too much in this situation. Does have chivalry research, gain some great health regen on these forces. It looks like Yellow's going to just try push forward and grab the venison. He sees these Limited push forward. There's a good number there. I think that was that aura effect was probably Divine Arrow. Divine Restoration is still pretty on cooldown. Does take some hits there. No range armor just yet for Yellow. Gets pretty good volley there. Pretty good charge. It looks like Divine Arrow's now bringing a little yellow circle. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But a good number of these Royal Knights are going down to the Lumitani. This was not a good engagement by Yellow. He lost a lot. That was a horrible engagement there. I guess you really want the venison. When the Horn Tower now being received by the Byzantine player. Very nice. Another Jeanne d'Arc been deployed in the field. Probably could have waited until the age up was completed. But she's nowhere near the age up. There's a good amount of gold on the hill. Large amount of deposit of gold. Pink may want to... maybe want to eye getting some early keeps up here. Play the King of the Hill game. Go for victory sooner rather than later. Golden Horn Tower. He has, of course, gone for Longbowman. The next item he gets out of Longbowman are Lance Connects, which are nice. Their high damage would help be useful against all these Royal Knights. And Pink has a pair of... okay, that's what he's trying to do. The villagers. Trying to get some walls up and going. Taking time to finish off Boar with his army. And Yellow's trying to grab the venison here, in which that will not work out because he was trying to push forward claim Boar. Losing a pair of scouts there. Now Yellow's only down to 2. He maybe will grab some outskirt venison. He will go for safe venison. Don't try to grab the ones inside the wall. You want to actually grab it. Oh, was not paying attention up here. Whole set of walls to go down. Now, does any players actually go for cataphracts? I haven't really seen successful cataphract play, in at least non-large numbers. What do you all think about cataphracts? It always seems like in the replays I cast, they just don't necessarily work out all too well. They're good at running onto various siege weapons. They have base damage right now 27. Royal Knights, I think they get up to 24 when they get their veteran Royal Knight upgrade. I'm just thinking about that. I forget exactly how much. Just a lot. There's veteran mercenary contracts. These Royal Knights are here in very good numbers. Divine's Arrow picks up another one there. Jeanne d'Arc's probably 80 to 85%. Getting our next level up. Close to 80%. Very close. There's a bit of traversable land up here. I just got Mass Royal Knights. Byzantine player probably could mix in some crossbowmen. More limited wouldn't be half bad. Cataphracts are just expensive. Royal Knights do have base attack speed of 1.5. Cataphracts, I can find the one. I forget what their attack speed is. The faster Keshik rate, 1.38, which is probably short for 1.7 or 1.375. Scout is down. And Yellow's actually going for Royal Institute, probably going either the Royal Bloodlines quickly. And now Byzantine players are going to pull out some crossbowmen. He may want to pull off in the longbowmen. I think Lance Connects would be quite good. They offer really high damage. And they can be very useful against these Royal Knights. They're very useful against Keshiks, I know that for sure. Cataphract gains good damage there. He does not have Textiles, so this Cataphract will two-shot these villagers. Trample was utilized there. Royal Knights in trying to impale the Cataphract unsuccessfully. Got a flanking Cataphract. Connects. Pink is going for more longbowmen. I wonder, I haven't cast French, or at least any faction with Arbiteers, since the slight rework in the crossbow to have more bonus damage, less base damage. I wonder if Arbiteers effectively the same thing. Or does get picked off there. Veteran Royal Knight research. Okay, they do have 24 damage, so Cataphracts do offer 3 more damage and higher attack speed. And of course, about 50% more health. But with Veteran Royal Knight, they will match the Cataphract's health, while not necessarily matching their cost. Because Cataphracts are expensive, 330. I think this may be a little bit too pricey for them. They probably could get a cost price reduction, maybe something small to start out with, like start with one patch, put them down to 320. If they still need a little bit more cost reduction, put them 310. Because a lot of things that makes Knights very useful is the charge attack or the alpha damage, while Cataphracts have their trample attack, but I never feel like that really is ever super impactful. Pink's now trying to claim some relics. We do have Royal Knights pursuing the Cataphract. Yeah, Cataphracts actually did have 50%, more than 50% more health. Because 50% of the base health of the Royal Knights would be like 345, if my offhand math is incorrect. Got some Jones champions to counter Spearmen. Pink's Luminarians engaging Yellow's villagers. Cataphract still giving the Royal Knights a run around. My apologies for my drink open up. Cataphract does receive a Divine Arrow. Jean d'Arc is now level 3. Of course, not for the champions we saw earlier. Pink just needs more crossbowmen overall, I would say. And with these Veteran Royal Knights with the Royal Bloodlines research, they're very difficult to deal with, even with counter units in mass. There's a bit of choke point there that can go good for Pink. John's champions getting gunned down by the crossbowmen. And up here we do have another house being built, and there's a lot of villagers on that gold deposit. 48 villagers on gold for Jeanne d'Arc, and only 9 villagers on food, so that probably needs to change a little bit. Looks like there's maybe 1 deer carcass at the moment. Big engagement there, roll nice, trying to collapse on in. More spearmen straight forward. Maybe the longbowmen could try setting up some palings, but looks like the yellow sheer quality is pushing their way forward. No divine resistance on Troll recently been used. Maybe another divine arrow can be cast. She has 2 charges of consecration, and Jeanne d'Arc's gonna keep her distance. She is light range rather than heavy. It looks like the sheer quality of Yellow's force will manage to break on in. If he has time to mark, he can probably grab the super wound units, try to pull them back. Pink does fall back, does manage to not be knocked out of the game. Second side catched up by Yellow. And look at that Chivalry getting massive health and a lot of good benefit there. Right now, Pink has claimed up 4 rugs and has picked up the 5th. Pink also needs more food at the moment. I do believe Lance Connects are going to be better than Longbowmen. They offer high damage, which would be good against the Royal Knights, as opposed to relatively low damage from the Longbowmen. Pink's going for range 2 armor now, but the problem is this one has not deployed any ranged units. Pink's also going for a healthy number of crossbowmen. Golden Horn Towers providing this last group of longbowmen. And last of these deer are being cleaned on up now. He's going to try to build another mill on the outside of his walls, but needs to fall back really soon. Do have an outpost being established here that may or may not be interrupted. The gate was almost destroyed, so it will get interrupted. This could be a good loss of villagers here. Pink needs to send his forces down south. Yellow's nice charging way forward, gets a great impalement there. They have no textiles alone, so these villagers will get 2 shot. Lost a pretty good round of villagers there, giving a 6 villager lead to Jeanne d'Arc. More walls have been destroyed. Roll nice charge way forward. Villagers trying to get inside of these outposts. We've got a handful of Magnon placements. Looks like some of these villagers may go down. Villagers rebuilding these walls. Handful of spearmen or Lumitan trying to engage those units. Another gate will be quickly destroyed. Jeanne d'Arc could use Divine Restoration, just quickly top up everybody's health, rather than just rely on Chivalry. And more villagers will go down. Yellow has established a keep up here. Probably a good idea to go with the Red Palace up here as well, if once Jeanne d'Arc can age on up. And we got a large amount of Lance Connects on the build queue right now. Going the army rally down here. Yellow has a much larger army, but remember, olive oil units are not covered. Though he doesn't have the longbowman and those Lance Connects, it will be quite useful. All units are probably not going to be useful at the moment are those longbowmen. Longbone probably should focus down Jeanne d'Arc. She has a lot less armor at least. Pink has a massive force pushing forward, 117 units. The quality is probably quite similar. Remember as well, Royal Knights are quite expensive. They're twice the cost of the Longbowmen. I think Yellow's force is actually higher value than Pink's force. Because you remember, take the 65, it's basically times 3. Crossbone are additional 50%, same with Lance Connects. What is yours? Venom Longbow 94 olive oil? Okay. Now we got Pink Keep up here, trying to get a good defensive position. Pink does have really good counter force though. And this choke point here could be very nice. While his crossbone gets some more work done, and now he has also a significant amount of crossbone for anti-cavalry support. Jean Champ is drawing some of these units over here, which is pretty good. Got a good number of spring gulls now firing away. Jeanne d'Arc now brings a free bombard. French cannons engage the keep. Keep is fully built, does it garrison. Sheer quality lets us pushing forward for Yellow. Keep seeing some fire. Royal Knights slowly whittled down. Good micro down the crossbowmen. One of the multiple spring gulls have gone down. Use the keep to destroy them. Very nice. Soon Yellow have 2 keeps. And maybe as well the keeps can pull out some, what's it call it, Jean's champions, or maybe not anymore. But yeah, I think that got moved to the barracks and or stable with the Jean's champions riders. Bombard firing away there. Jeanne d'Arc does also have the last cannon, or hand cannon, that has good range and damage, and able to do 150 damage. Snipe shots, like she can herself can one-shot these crossbowmen. She's classified as siege cavalry. In theory, horsemen and scouts will do bonus damage. Crossbow should not. A handful of lance connects there. Keep has gone down. Got a siege warp here, going for a Creo siphon. Villagers trying to force trying to keep after Sega site. 3 minutes remaining. Villagers trying to torch down the royal cannon, or the French cannon. Creo siphon may want to fall back. Taking some discount damage there, and Pink does back to the game. This Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. Let's go ahead and find another game. Let's see if he has any replays open. Hidden. And it is hidden as well. Not familiar with this player. Hidden. And hidden. Last online 16 minutes ago, and these are not hidden. Let's see. A little bit short. Too short. Let's try avoid the customs. 35 minutes, very nice. Ayyubids versus English. Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the left side as the yellow English player got New Maidon. Spawn on the right side as the blue Ayyubids got L, Louis, MT. I wonder if the new patch, does the Ayyubids have it so I can see the pop-ups here? Or maybe not. And one thing I immediately noticed with the map is, we have this mesa here, but the only traversable region is right here. There is a sacred site there, so keep up here or outpost could cause some issues. Nothing else is traversable. There's actually a lot of sheep up there as well. At least 2 sheeple. Of this area only being traversable... Actually, the more I look at the map, the only thing that's traversable is like this tiny little sliver there. This may be interesting. You could do a lot of stupid stuff with this. Like, put your entire farming colony up a hill so it's pretty much safe from everything. I mean, if the yellow could the English player could establish a Berkshire Palace up here, it'd be difficult to displace. I mean, put it right here, could reach out to a decent distance. There's a lot of weird stuff can go on right there, let's just simply put. House of Wisdom not being built. We got deer and nice line of gold here for the English player. Deer and boar way up here with some stone. But most of the English gold is nice and safe back here, which probably means he should probably try to boom. And then I to transition towards the, what's it called? My apologies, hit my microphone. The enclosure economy. Yellow, his small gold deposits spawn up pretty far forward, but that's probably counterpart to this one. This one should be safe enough, though this entire area is pretty wide open. There's only tiny cliff faces here. And this one here should be pretty safe. Nice bit of walls there, the gold and the deer deposit. Nope, we still don't have the age up here. He's going for economic growth, get 3 villagers and 50 additional berries per berry bush. Berries are not super delicious. They are slow gathering, and like in real life, they don't provide much food. No, believe it or not, even modern day berries don't provide too much nutrition. There's a reason why the term hunter forays is definitely a very, very secondary afterthought. It's a treat. Berries, never a really good source of food. Hardly any nutrition, even modern day. Oh god. Is this even traversable there? I have no idea. Alright, looks like Yellow's going to do a task back home. Oh boy. Blue's immediately going for professional scouts who's going to get the venison. But going back to berries, look at the calories of berries. That is what I usually reference when it comes to nutrition, not necessarily like, oh, vitamins, minerals, and all that sort of thing. In these ancient eras, all it really comes down to is calories. It's always a difficult thing throughout human history, where people simply just don't get enough calories in their diet before modern agriculture and all that sort. We got a tiny bit of walls there. Blue has gone for some basic fort walls. Now looking at it, there's actually not super traversable land. You got this wide area here, this somewhat wide area there, and you got this tiny sliver there. This map is weirdly congested. Both of the bases are extremely wide open, but all the traversable part. There is. This is a massive choke point. This game can go pretty weird. Got the first king up on the field from the Abbey of Kings. Yeah, the more and more look at this map, the more I'm wondering. Oh god, I just realized something as well. This area is tiny little bit of walls can lock out this area. There's not much traversement to this sacred site. This map is not traversable at all. This sacred site is nice wide open on this mesa, but everything else is not traversable. Let's take a look at those sheep. They're idle there. Is this area even traversable? The minimap suggests yes, but it's like a tiny sliver there. I have no idea. We do have Desert Raider. Desert Raider does is anti-cavalry tool, doing 13 damage at Keshic attack speed, while the King has 13 damage with the nearby Camel Unease debuff at something beyond just slow attack speed. Almost as bad as Villager's attack speed. A relatively even fight between two, though the Desert Raider does have 5 melee armor. I always forget about that. The King is going to fall back to the Abbey Kings. Abbey Kings provides 6 health regen per second, assuming they're out of combat. Making it so, if you play Command & Conquer, falling back to War Factory is a doable thing to do with the Abbey of Kings. Of course, I don't really see that all too often, or really at all. Most times just French with relying on Chivalry, which is pretty nice. Because you're at least not locked down in one sector. Yellow has gone for another town set here. Blue has, of course, gone for Professional Scouts. 6 deer up here. Looks like Blue may have already grabbed one. Going for another. Has 8 scouts in the field. So he's going to claim all the deer deposits. All except for one. Local Doggo wants the stick. And Yellow does give him a stick through his throat. The King is now fully healed on up. Looked away for the moment. The Abbey Kings healed the King quite nicely. Basic set of walls there, not a bad idea. But Blue's in just the eco phase of Professional Scouts, so let's go and fast forward a little bit. Let's keep an eye on the House of Wisdom, since it doesn't show me the age up. Maybe I can... Speaking of which, he just started. We got Culture Wing Logistics going for 3 dervishes, so that will of course give him 3 dervishes to grab the relics quickly. Yellow's going for the White Tower. Yellow's also going for some, or Blue's going from basic walls down there next to Yellow's basic walls. And now we do have the Desert Raiders get a bit of damage there on the King. The King cannot win that fight. Not in a 1v1 situation, let it go in a 2v1 situation. White Tower will be built. I'm curious what sheep just idle up there. Yellow has not even gone for a gate over here. And Blue will claim the last of the venison. 2 more deer remains. More farms now being established. And of course, got some nice being pulled by the White Tower. Desert Raiders will be effective against the Knights though. So they are pretty expensive. Cost 180 each. They do have great melee armor. Their health is a little bit low, so they're vulnerable to longbowmen. I wonder if this final agent's going to be military wing reinforcements get free 10 Desert Raiders. The late game English army is never really around knights. The horsemen are generally still pretty common in most compositions though. So military ring reinforcements, age 4, wouldn't be half bad. Wait. Military ring reinforcements. Alrighty then, that's a pretty fast age up. I wonder, can I make that to control group? Nope, I can't make that in control group. So I may have yellow as selected as the player at the moment. That may be one reason why. But blue's going for a fast Imperial. He will have a very good steady supply of free Desert Raiders. Though you may want to get the veteran Desert Raider research sooner rather than later. You can please go for that now. Blue has picked up 2 relics at the moment. Scout could be taken out there, but I don't think he needs to send his entire army to deal with that scout. There's a dervish. He could try doing the perversion ritual. Veteran Desert Raider research. I think a little bit late. Let's go for another roll there. Both sides charge into each other. We got Mass Unit now active, thanks to it to being a passive ability once it's what do we call it? I forget what that's called for the dervishes that age up. Yeah, it's picked up another relic. This conversion ritual. Okay, let's drop that on in. King does get a bit of fire there. Got crossbow moving point field. Remember, Desert Raiders are not heavy cav, they're light cav. So I don't think it'd be. I think his opponent. He assumes his opponent's gonna go for Camel Lancers to help engage the Knights, but he's going for Desert Raiders. His age up is almost complete. So we got a little bit bad read here by yellow. Horsemen still do generally quite well versus Desert Raiders. And there's his first round of reinforcements. Now he has a staggering 13, so it'll be 14 Desert Raiders. No elite Desert Raider research just yet. He's a little bit low in gold. English player, of course, has 2 talent centers, so he has good load reduction. Trying to make an opening there. He's supposed to just try to run. Veteran Desert Raider still has no inherent range armor, just good melee armor. And elite Desert Raiders on the way. Probably Longbowmen would be a good idea against all the Desert Raiders. Desert Raiders do get affected by Silk Bowgun plus 8.8 range. Their inherent range is 4.5, so they can get up to pretty much slightly better than normal archer range. Longbowmen are still Longbowmen, which means they have great range. It may be a good idea for the English player. Could go for either Wormguard Palace or for the Red Palace. Both are pretty good. This map is pretty choke pointy, so the Red Palace, not Red Palace, Berkshire Palace will provide some good defense as always. Wormguard Palace, which he is going for, does offer a lot of attractive banner armies. Wormguard Rangers offer, well, are just an elite Longbowman variant, which does not require elite Longbowman research, and has all the benefits to help engage the Desert Raiders, as the Longbowman does. The Wormguard Footmen, of course, do have a bit of anti-cavalry damage, which also should be pretty good, though it would basically be equal to the melee armor of the Desert Raider. Wormguard Raiders are pretty cheap and fast-producing cavalry group, which may not be great against all the Desert Raiders. And of course, got the Wormguard army, which is actually very nice to have. The Spearmen and Crossbowmen would be super useful. Spearmen would be nice, but the fact that you get paid a cost for 2 Spearmen, 2 Crossbowmen, and get a free Trebuchet to go along with it, so it's a pretty cost-effective army to get Trebuchets. And I think the base cost of that army is even lower than the base cost of a Trebuchet. So you buy a Trebuchet and get a couple free Spearmen and Crossbowmen, or you pay for 2 Spearmen and Crossbowmen and get a free Trebuchet. Depending on how you look at it, it's still pretty nice. Gate will go on down. He's going for Wormguard Footmen. 700 resources for upgraded man-at-arms. Which it is effectively the same cost as for 6 man-arms, but just with better stats. It's not half bad thing to have. Plus, they already come as an elite variant. Wormguard Rangers also in good group. He sees all the Desert Raiders. Does have regular man-at-arms at the moment. Armor-clad may not be half bad in this situation as well, though these guys do have pretty good melee attack. Biology is being researched. That did break through a good amount of walls there. Got a good number of Wormguard Footmen. You can see here, they have actually relatively low melee armor compared to the man-arms variants. They still have the high range armor. They also have a +5 damage versus cavalry. Plus their attack speed, I think that's slightly better, though that could be also the network castles as well. It's good damage on some of these Desert Raiders. He has activated the bow mode. The bow mode does also have good damage, good attack speed. Range is not super great as it could be versus other archers, but sometimes you just need good damage and attack speed. High DPS. The king is dead. And he does have the Abbot Kings here, so he has great health regen in between the skirmishes. So the Desert Raiders starting to take some damage there. Got some Wormguard Rangers. They all have 8 range. We get up to 9.5 the Silk Bowstring. They do also have higher base damage and higher multipliers versus the gunpowder units and light melee infantry. More Wormguard Rangers now deploying fuel. Very nice. 80 health. Granted, this is a veteran. 80 health, 8 damage versus 125 health and 12 damage. Blue's now going for a Silk Bowstring. Wormguard Rangers will still outrange them. Blue will cross the T of the wall segments. White Tower getting some good damage here. No weapon upgrades, nor network of citadels. Got 12 Wormguard Rangers, will held a handful of longbowmen. Good number of Wormguard Footmen, as well as regular men-at-arms. The army tactics now being researched, as well as copolitation, or however you pronounce that. This is the last of the gold deposits for yellow, so that's all the gold within his borders. He does have enclosures research, has not a massive stockpile of gold. You probably need to start venturing on the map, try to claim one of these 2 gold deposits. Maybe a good idea just to lock down this flank with some stone walls. His opponent has gone for military wing reinforcements, so he can build battering rams with his cavalry units, though. Which is very powerful free benefit for going for military wing reinforcements. Not to mention all the free units. Next round 10 will be arriving in 20 seconds. Let's see, it's 10 every 2 minutes, right? Pretty good value there. 180 times 5, and that's how much resources he gets per minute. Was that 800 resources? 900 resources, right? That's even higher than the Cognitive Palace when it comes to value. And of course, you also know what unit you get. Now we got some reinforcing stone walls for blue. Yellow is going to build some stone walls over here. We do have some elite man-at-arms. Villagers take some hits there. Blue's nowhere near pop cap. Has a lot less villagers though. Yellow is going for the incendiary arrows. Very nice. Has now plus. There's the. I see a lot of blacksmith research being cycled through. Yellow just needs to push forward, get a gold, start claiming this gold deposit, maybe go for a keep or two over here to help also secure the sacred site. Blue has not gone for sacred site victory. Yellow has this one locked in his corner. Probably put some basic stone walls there and just cause some more issues. And honestly, take a bit of fire there. Desert Raiders take quite a bit of fire from the Vanguard Rangers. What's we call it? Siege Tower wouldn't be entirely half bad for Yellow. To get some really good range on his range units. Vanguard Ranger is still at 8 range. Has not researched Silk Potion just yet to get up to 9.5. And with that and Beyond the Wall, their range could get up to 11.5. Or did that get removed? I forget. I always forget. I think the last big patch had some changes on what benefits they get on top of walls, didn't they? I forget exactly. It's been a while. Out of the way, Yellow's incendiary arrows now researched. Now going for +3 range damage as well. So right now these Vanguard Rangers have 17 damage. No arrow volley research just yet. Which is located right here. Ability reduces their time to attack by +1 second. Reduced by +1. Shouldn't just say reduced by 1 rather than +1. If you're going to put any number there, it probably should be a -1. Reduces attack speed by -1 second. I think this description needs a little bit of update there. Because if you think about it, reduces time by +1. Either switch the plus to a minus or just get rid of the plus entirely. Silk Bow String now researched by Yellow, so now these Vanguard Rangers have really good range. We do have now a Trebuchet here as well as some Battering Rams. Seeing down some. Looks like he's actually attacking that keep there. Massive number of barracks on the front line, so Yellow will have 40 reinforcements. Blue has only 3 hand cannons and 1 culverin. Bombard town there. Now for Civils Polar Research. His leftover knights are being cleaned up. Here comes the man-at-arms. It looks like there's so many Desert Raiders there. Yellow's having trouble going through all of them. His man-at-arms now trying to cleave on through. Some spearmen probably wouldn't be half bad as well. These Desert Raiders right now have 13 melee armor, which is like a absurd amount. And so is 6 range armor, so they're incredibly tanky, even versus longbowmen. Oh, he's also gotten his last of his, whatchamacallit, last of his age ups. Effectively, it's age 4 level 2. So some of these Adabags are super healthy, or some of these Deserters are super healthy. Yeah, he's gotten all wings, that's what I'm looking for. Both sides lost a decent amount there. When destroyed, that was relatively equal, but this is never really accurate. Some mangonels wouldn't be half bad for yellow though, since these guys are classified as range. They would take bonus damage from from mangonels. Getting some good long-range reliable fire there. And even a siege tower here would be quite good. There's a lot of surface area there. He is trying to pressure this area. Battery rams trying to break on through. Gold vein is unspoiled. Mine camp not even fully built. So honestly, a siege tower would be half bad. The absurd range to be given would provide them great coverage. They maybe even protect the sacred site there. But now it is traversable there. I think the melee infantry should just advance and get the Warren-Guard Rangers up there. Now got more of the Warren-Guard arms been put on the field. 400 resources for 2 spearmen, 2 crossbowmen, and trebuchet. Sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the Warren-Guard Rangers would outrange culverins on top of these wall segments. Assuming they still get the +2 range. Wingpuck gives +1, but still the range would be equal to culverins. It also would give them more resistance, right? There's damage from range attacks by 25% and siege attacks by 50%. Garf's just getting rid of Park there. He's not going for some keeps. Yellow has a massive food and wood reserve, not a whole lot of gold, has a bit of stone, so a keep could be possible. Biology, so it's going to get some horseman upgrades. Probably a good idea. Horseman just simply can easily flood and reinforce, though he can't do that with spear and sword. He's been over frontline barracks. Warren-Guard range is now firing away in a good position. In fact, they may be able to range the keep. They probably won't be able to range the keep. So maybe if they get there. But yellow's trebuchet and option way forward. Trebuchet now engaged with keep there from knife safe position. Warren-Guard Raiders in a pretty good defense position. Has plenty of outposts there to maintain the network of citadels. Does take out outposts there. Both players have popped Captain 1. We've got 92 Desert Raiders versus a various amount of Spearmen, Rangers, and Man-at-Arms. Of course, with blues, less civilian population there. This side had an opportunity to delete the walls. Yellow's going for his own set of walls. Looks like these areas will not be set up in time. Warren-Guard Rangers fighting away. Oops. Desert Raiders push forward over there. Colvin for Trebuchet. Minor victory, honestly. Warren Rangers are firing away. More man-at-arms, more spearmen, more horsemen to here. He does have lead horsemen. The value of the Desert Raiders do manage to push through the man-at-arms with their really high melee armor. It says armor increased by nearby infantry, but I don't see any nearby infantry. Is it the cannons considered infantry? Or the dervishes? That's sort of weird. Or siege weapons? That building may be a little bit bugged because there's no nearby infantry to actually technically provide that. No technical infantry. So maybe a hand cannon near or two nearby. I haven't heard them. I think the infantry support is being provided by the siege weapons. That's should not technically apply. As Raiders push forward, and with the excess armor, it's really hard for Yellow to deal with this. Anti-structure attack loaded up by the unique Mangonels. Horsemen straight forward. Thanks to all the additional armor, the Horsemen's bonus damage is pretty much nullified, entirely nullified by the armor. So effectively much weaker than these Desert Raiders in one-on-one combat. Got these Horsemen taking some severe damage, trying to break away forward. Yellow has consumed his food and would observe. And Yellow's just disintegrating, taking too much damage. Horsemen trying to charge way forward, but they offer not really adequate damage versus these Desert Raiders. The armor is far too high, not to mention they receive bonus damage in melee as well. So, additionally, their health is roughly equal, but their damage, they'll be fighting against 4 times amount of damage. And plus, they have slower attack speed as well. So, yeah. I think these Desert Raiders are twice as good right now than these Horsemen, with all their stats multiplied together. While only be 50% more costly. Got some battering trying to break through over there. There's some various stuff up there. Horsemen charging way forward. Spearmen and man-at-arms to support them. I'm probably just going to stick to just Wednesday and Thursday. More of these man-at-arms trying to charge it forward. Some damage there. Desert Raiders is constantly being healed up by these soldiers as well. He wants some healing. Yellow's just having a hard time just trying to break through all of it. I mean, these dervishes or Desert Raiders are hardly taking any damage. He's getting hit by a significant amount of longbow and fire, but they're not taking any damage whatsoever. There are some camel lances now mixed on in. Does take a bit of fire there. Camel lancers push away forward. Mangonels now advancing. Good number of Roaring Guard Rangers. Yep, and the fact that the infantry support is being activated without nearby infantry, though we got a couple hand cannoneers now active here, but I think they're also being affected by the nearby siege weapons for that. And looks like Yellow does get back to the game. Just simply couldn't kill the army in front of him. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Before I get on next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. apologies, I am back. Let's see now if there's any more replays I can grab from him. Two. That one's possible. So we just did Ayubid. So I got a decent amount of Ayubid. Looks like he's been playing quite a bit of Ayubid. Nope, let's go to that Ayubid versus Byzantium. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 or 4 replay. Spawn on the left side as Yellow Ayubids, got L, Louis, MT. Spawn on top right side as Magenta Byzantines, we got a foreign name. Though, looks like it's Arabic, but this time it seems like a lot more dots than normal when it comes to Arabic. I don't know why. I haven't really played too much on myself online. Usually I've been just playing Warthon on my off time. But occasionally I play some other games on stream, but I don't really play my own RTSs. I tend to get overly critical about the game when I play it. Especially when it comes to Cupbeaters 2. I know that game back in my hand, because not only I used to play it for a significant amount of time, but also am mod maker for it. I just realized I get a little bit overcritical if I try playing the game and cast it. Like, oh, this is overpowered, oh, this is overpowered, that sort of thing. Either way, we do have now the House of Wisdom now being built over here. And now we've got the Grand Winery as well. When it comes to on-map mercenaries, you could get some Musafati warriors and camel archers. And Magadai and Desert Raiders. Desert Raiders could be good against Desert Raiders. I have no idea. He's going to come up with growth, get some free villagers. We have this scout who has found a number of sheeple. And my voice is already starting to fail. I don't know what's going on with my voice. It's probably the extra dry weather it's been lately. Villagers collecting some wood. I got the villagers collecting some berries. Magenta will collect them some sheep. Aqueducts being built. Looks like both sides just playing the for a bit of eco. Just scouting a bit of fire there. Either side could go for professional scouts. There's both players near deposit spawn pretty close by each other, so it could be locked down with a town center. Not necessarily need professional scouts for it. Both players now aged on up. We have now a mercenary house. Let's see. Possibility of Desert Raiders. So maybe some javelin throwers wouldn't be half bad. He could also go for mercenary longbowman. It just seems like there's more dots than normal. Because most of the time Arabic doesn't seem like it has that many dots. Sure, single dots, but not necessarily groups of 2 or 3 dots. Maybe it's like the letter A having 2 dots above it, and people he's just being fancy with it. Who knows? Horseman now deployed in the field. I'm to push up here. Magenda's also going for a horseman. He has gone in for Silk Road mercenaries. Does have a round of javelin throwers down the way. IB players also pulling out some Desert Raiders. Horseman does get a little bit of damage there. Excuse me. Three horsemen engaging one. And Yellow's actually going for professional scouts now. So he's going to try to steal the venison. The deer are over here. He has a good, decent escort force to engage. Of course, he can keep his opponent at his home. That would be one way to keep his scouts alive. His current scout's right here, so he's going to get other scouts to pick up the venison. And that scout may actually go down. Anything else can turn around. Scout, yep, there we go. Two Desert Raiders now in the field. They offer really good damage against these horsemen. We've got some Lumitani on the build queue for Byzantians as well. Looks like he's going to push over there. Horsemen push way forward. Probably just trying to secure the venison area. Javelin throwers do have good base aim, so they can pierce the horseman armor quite well. Looks like he's going in. Got some unupgraded Lumitani here. No hardened Lumitani just yet. Horseman takes a bit of damage there, force him back. And Yellow Scout is grabbing the venison now. More Yellow Scouts being pulled in the field. He may have saw that scout there with the bow and arrow out, suggesting that he's gone for professional scouts. Ivan players now mixing some regular archers. His one only has a handful of Lumitani, and not even hard Lumitani at that. So overall, archers seem like a bad idea. Of course, this is our cast of vision. Scout, those go down. Horsemen's engaging horsemen. We've got a decent number of Desert Raiders here to help out. Also, one range damage now on the way for the Byzantine player. Scout. Oh, did I just see Creo Siphon not being built? I heard the Creo Siphon being placed down. So we've got a Siege Engineers for the Byzantine player. Creo Siphon should be pretty effective against these forces. I'm going to try to close up the game. We do have now Dervish age up, so Yellow's aging up. Maybe aging up, get some barracks down, go for some Ghiloms. Even though Abbasid Dynasty Ghiloms are good, Ayyubid Ghiloms are meh. Right now, some Ghiloms could be quite useful. Another 6 seconds remaining. Horseman will be able to engage Creo Siphon no problem. Gets a massive volley onto it. Half his health is already down. Lumitani push way forward. Got a number of archers here, so he has gotten a decent number of archers to deal with a decent number of Lumitani. Very nice. Creo Siphon now engaging. Outpost is down. These villagers are relatively exposed. Of course, Magenta does not know that. Yellow's migrating a lot of venison back at home. One deer deposit has been cleaned up entirely. The other one has 4 remaining. Oh, we got a lot of idle villagers there. Got an archer now on the way. These outlying structures will go down. Guard throwers trying to engage these archers. Be just fine for those javelin throwers to engage the Desert Raiders as well. Desert Raiders taking some damage. He has some throwers nearby for some health regen. Council is firing away. Maybe the scout can torch down the villagers can torch down the Creo Siphon. Scouts also do bonus damage versus siege weapons. All these yellow forces have gone down. Horsemen trying to engage. Villagers being killed by javelin throwers. Bearish goes down by a javelin thrower as well. Camel Lancer up on the field. Very nice. Going for some quality units. Horsemen able to overrun the last of the javelin throwers. Camel Lancers should finish off the rest of the horsemen. A couple Lumitanis are still in the region. And Magenta just now aged up, probably for the Golden Horn Tower. Yep. Horsemen should be able to escape on out of there. Got still a good amount of venison still there, but that can be quickly consumed. There is, what, 29 villagers there, though I do see a lot of sheep carcasses still there as well. Horseman and Camel Lancer does find some of these villagers. Local Doggo is also running with them. Now we got the teardrop shields being researched. Horseman does go down there. Camel Lancers and Horsemen may find these villagers over here. You have some camel riders. Those two buildings have just cavalry. I'm assuming that also affects camels. 18 damage there, so it does. Cataphract here being pursued by a Camel Lancer. They'll have the same damage, same attack speed. Of course, the Cataphract's higher armor and health should be making it so the will defeat the Camel Lancer. Of course, we got more Camel Lancers in pursuit now. Yellow's claimed 3 relics. Magenta's only claimed 1. The last relic is down here. Tandy push way forward. Camel Riders and Cataphracts now advancing. Cataphracts do, of course, have teardrop shields, giving them +1 armor. Tandy now engaging. Saw a bit of trample there to engage those archers. Some archers are going down there. Camel Lancers and Cataphracts push forward, gaining some good damage onto them. Yellow's forces here, some pretty good numbers. Wooden Camel Lancers push way forward. Last round picked up by Magenta as well. The Cataphract will take a bit of damage there. Special scouts now being researched. Survival techniques now being researched. Unique Mangonel being researched. Nothing unique about it other than it has a different ammunition type it can fire. Everything else is exactly the same, has same cost, same model, and all that sort. Hamlet's will find these villagers. We'll get some good damage onto them. No tech cells, so they should be two-shotted. So right now these guys are doing 22 damage, so they will not two-shot villagers. Camless does engage there, and we'll take out that monk, no problem. Looks like this deer deposit is almost completely claimed. More Mangonels now being put on the field. Dervish is getting some good healing. Good damage there. We do now have a outpost now built. Camel Lancers engage the Camel Riders. Camel Riders do offer double damage and higher attack speed than Camel Lancers. The health is higher, but I have less to no inherent armor. When the Camel Riders do go down, Magenta's forces are falling back. Got these forces now engaging some of these archers, Cataphracts and Camel Rider. Spearman push way forward. I have a good feeling Magenta may age up to the War Engineer Company. Yellow's Prolic may has another thing to age up. Meltering Smiths could be quite nice, but I don't really have too many blacksmith researchers at the moment. Trade Ring advisors for increased health on certain units would be quite nice as well. Magenta has a decent sized force here. According to this, Yellow has a higher armor quality. It's mostly just Camel Lancer, Veteran Archer with a good number of Mangonels. Magenta has now Cataphract and Camel Riders with a number of Lumtani and Javelin Throwers there. Some Lumtani does find these Mangonels, trying to take them out. Camel Riders are straightforward. They do have bonus damage versus Siege, like Horsemen. Some of these Cataphracts that trampled the way forward did get killed on off, but Magenta still has a pretty good sized force here. Some of these Cataphracts don't be killed on off. Some of these are severely wounded. He can try falling back to get healed up. 3 of them are almost dead. Village does go down there. Magenta is now advancing. Camel Lancers are quite wounded themselves. These Algorithms who can't heal them up, nor monks any from the Byzantine player either.
Αποχωρήσατε, Ρωμαίοι. Για το υπακούειν ζω.
Through Siphon, trying to short some of these structures. Yeah, I was going for some crossbowmen to gauge the cataphracts with. Only one Durson good value mid player. Not sure what's at the moment, but hopefully he can heal up those camel lancers of his. Looks like he is going to try to heal up those camel lancers of his. Getting some massive healing benefits there. Cryo Siphon getting some good work done. Camel lancers get some good damage there. Now they're starting to fall back. Handful of archers there. These camel riders don't have inherent range armor, so they're relatively vulnerable to these archers. Trample there, causing some of these units to be peeled on off. Very nice. Magenta has a decent force here, but this area is getting pretty urbanized, which can cause some trouble for both sides overall. And now the capital's under siege. House of Wisdom right now has 12,000 health, so he has to get through 19,000 health of lane marks in order to win the game from Magenta. Some Cryo Siphons could be helpful with that. Magenta's trying to pursue these Camel Lancers. Jam Throwers gain some damage onto the various archers. Just going for more of a ranking guard. Magenta's slowly being peeled apart. He's losing some tuning units right now. Magenta's starting to fall back there. Got some crossbowmen here, being engaged by the javelin throwers. Looks like the mining camp will go down. Looks like Yellow's running out of food here as well. Good number of villagers idle. There's still these berries here, so he has some food back there. A number of lumber camps everywhere. These berries have already been cleaned on up. Magenta is very low in all resources, has a large number of villagers on food, good number of olive groves. No villagers on gold at the moment as well, so it looks like all of his high value units will be produced from olive oil in the future. He is going for a good number of gold base units though. Magenta could try locking his side of the map down with some stone walls or regular palisades. It could try to get some trade going as well. Traders, Byzantine traders do also provide what, 20, 25, 30% extra olive oil per trip. Make them pretty efficient out of the gate. Remember, Desert Raiders now pull in the field as well, all in melee mode. They too offer a bonus damage versus cavalry. And also have really high base melee armor, but relatively low health, especially when compared to Cam Riders. So they offer some of the damage output of Cam Riders, just nowhere near the same health. Of course, they are a little bit more expensive. Cam Riders are a bit more expensive, costing 240 resources rather than 180. is trying to fall back. Took some damage there. One of the Cataphracts do get poked down there. Camel Lancers coming for a charge, did not pin that. Moontail a little bit far behind. Right now, Yellow's arms on the wrong side, protects his space. Magenta's push way forward once again. I think Magenta should try, trying to go for some Creo Siphons now. Going for a handful of them helps siege down the landmarks, wouldn't be half bad. Doing something simple as destroy the capital can, of course, deny villager production. 2 Creo Siphons now being built now. Triple Creo Siphon now being built. The Byzantium player does have a massive stockpile of food. It needs more wood and gold. House of Wisdom does provide fire armor to help resist the torch damage. The Creo Siphons do siege damage rather than fire damage. Greek Fire is siege. The stable may get splashed down. Does not look like it does. So now the capital's under fire, literally. Multiple spring gulls now being deployed in the field. Capital taking severe hits. Capital has been set up ablaze. Does go down there. Got some good hits on the Militania for the spring gulls. Very nice. These guys are pretty stacked up there. Destroying. And the Creo Siphons should just attack the House Wisdom, I believe. There goes our Archer Range, getting some more mobility there. But the Spring Gulls doing some decent work there. He's also going to prep with the House of Wisdom. The House of Wisdom takes up no resource to repair, it looks like. Yellow's army and Yellow does back to the game now. If that's any great saying, thank you for watching, and on the next replay. I'm going to call the stream a little bit early. I am not feeling all too well right now.